Good morning, friends. It's Nancy, and I'm here to start another journal. This time, I'm using Stamperia paper. Just wondering if it has a name. I don't think it does. It's from last year. Yeah, I don't know. So I will be following the same recipe for a scrapbook. Recipe for a traveler's notebook that I did last Christmas. And if you're new to the channel, you probably aren't aware that when I did this last year, I made recipe cards that have the instructions for each page. So I'm starting with the center page. There's 18 pages altogether. So I'm starting with the interior, the very center, and then each page builds outwards, if that makes any sense. I'm going to cut first. And you can download the recipe cards for free on my Ko-fi channel, and follow along. So this one I am cutting 9 inches tall. This is my preferred method for making a journal like this, and 8.5 inches wide. And I will just score it lightly and fold it in half. Let me just make sure that there's no up down on the other side. No. Where's my stylus? There it is. So it's Monday as I record this. Back to work for another week. Office manager just texted me. What time is it? It's 5 something. 5:50? I think it's 5:50. Can't see the clock. To let me know that she's not coming in today. So and I've got a full slate of appointments. So I thought, well, I will come down and have my coffee with you and just relax for an hour. I'm just grabbing some more paper here. So I need a postcard for this side. I think I will use this little The overall color theme is going to be largely gold. I've got lots of gold stuff collected. I actually collected it last year, put it in a box together because I knew that this was a journal that was going to happen in 2024. I'm going to take a little whisker off here. I am going to ink one side and then I'm going to put gilding wax on the other. I will be going up to, well, north of Toronto, east of Toronto, northeast of Toronto to visit Catherine in a couple of weeks. Well, I guess more than a couple, 3 or 4. And there's a scrapbook store in Owen Sound, which is on the way. And I hope they have that ink because well, first of all, I need to stop in. And I do like that Gina K Designs in the craft color. Just getting a baby wipe because I know I'm going to need it. And now I have to hunt for the gilding wax. Took a second. Doug was off work last week for Student Success Week. So he works at the college, and his work is determined by the academic calendar. We're talking about going out to New Brunswick. We're actually looking at the Remembrance Day weekend. Flying out to Moncton, then renting a car and driving up to see our granddaughter. I like applying this with my finger because it makes it really, well, organic. To make it, you know, just random and loose. I need another piece of ephemera. I'll look for something in my box of gold stuff. So I'll just put this up to dry. This is a trade card. I might use that. These are all first day covers. I don't need the first day cover. This is genuine. And I love that it has sort of this like ledger doesn't really have any gold on it, but so I'm going to make a little bag for it. I need some masking paper. So I've just torn off a piece of masking paper. You can get this at hardware store, and it's meant to, you know, mask off areas when you're painting. So I'm just going to lightly crumple it, like I'm not ripping it, squishing it. And I want it just slightly bigger. Then I can tear a little bit off. This is going to get cut off anyway because it's very long. Turn down the edge. That's bothering me. I gotta take it off. Glue. Okay. Just carefully fold that down. And I think I want it about that long. Look at me making something you don't have to measure. Okay, scissors. So this is the back where the overlap is. And I'm just tearing the top layer off. And about 1/2 inch left there. Nobody will notice it's a little crooked, will they? Okay, I'll pop you in there. And I've got some gold string here. So I'm going to wrap that around a couple times. Try to pick it up. Try to tie a knot. Oh my goodness. I wonder if this would melt. Let me grab my lighter. Let's see if it would. How about we try a piece that isn't on paper? Just because it unravels so quickly. Cool. I see a little fussy cut over here. No. Just leave it the way it is. Okay. So that, oh, and I need a paper clip. So I have a big, is this 2 inches? Yep, a 2-inch paper clip. I'm going to grab my pliers. Now, if I want to add a charm, I have to do that before I curl the other end of the paper clip. But in the meantime, all right, do I have gold term? I have this one here. It's a double heart. I think this was from a bookmark. I'm just squishing that to make it flat. And then this will pin the little paper bag to this page. And once that this card here, once it's dry, I'll put it on the other side. Okay, so that's page 18 done. Let's move on to the next page. All right, I'm ready for the next page, page 17. Roll up my sleeves. So this is a piece of letter size copy paper, so 8.5 by 11, and I tea dyed it. So I'm going to start with a vintage window envelope, and I already know that I want to put this tag in it, so I need to make it just a little narrower. Gotta MacGyver the envelope. Okay. I think I'll cut away some so that it won't be as bulky. It's Tuesday morning as I record this page. I had started page 17 yesterday, and then bad things happened to it. I didn't know when to say whoa, and things got a little carried away. Okay. Now, I guess I can tear that extra bit off. Let's give it some glue. Just going to clip these corners a bit. I intend to cover this up, and I have a little something that I made last year. Maybe I'll put it down here like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut the top off. And a little thumb hole maybe. It's going to be off center. That's okay. Perfect. Let's get some ink going on here. When I made this, I didn't ink it. I inked the title, but that's it. I think these I made, I had scraps left over from Christmas projects one year and just used up all the stuff that was on my desk. It's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then this I made during the 100 Days project. So this piece came from a Victorian scrapbook that I found when I was on vacation. Yeah, that's perfect. I want to fold this first before I glue it down, so I can make sure I got a nice sharp edge. Three 3/8. Folding it the wrong way, but that's okay. Okay, you're fine. Maybe not. Let's do it this way. Okay. Now, on this side, I want to put another tuck spot here. And you can use anything you want. I had a little card picked out. Where'd it go? I'm telling you, I had a card picked out. Well, here's a good tag to go in it that I also pre-made. Can't find the card I want, so I think I will use one of these cut aparts. and I will trim it down to remove the red. I can never find what I want. I'm so disorganized. I like it. Get a little bit of ink though. Just like that. Isn't that pretty on the back? So this tag, also I pre-made it. So I used book page, folded it in half so the title of that chapter was there, and then just collaged on some fussy cuts, some music, a little poem, and a little sorry silk bow. So that will go right down in there. Let the glue dry first. All right, in the center I want to add a long piece of paper, maybe a couple of long pieces of paper. Let's measure that. That's about 3 3/4. So that'll flip open and then there'll be a little notepad there. So these, this came from, well, Hallmark. So these are little notes you would put in with your Christmas cards. So you would write a little message. Just seeing if there's a date on here. I do not see a date on here. Or a barcode for that matter, but that doesn't mean anything. There could have been a plastic wrap on that at one time. I'm going to cut this down. So I said it was 3 3/4. So I'm going to cut this down to 3 1/4. to make sure that's straight. I'm just going to tack this down with a little bit of glue. And then I might wrap a little doily around there. Got it. Too big. Okay, got my doilies here. Might not be what I want to do. Just seeing if I have something else in here. No. Nope, 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 nope. Put the doilies away. I think I'll just do a line of stitching just below the top. Okay. I was going to put this one in here, and I need to make a little fabric tab. I've picked out a couple of fabrics. I kind of like that. And I also have this one, but I think I'll go for the red and gold. I can do gold or I can do red. I think I'm going to do red. And look at me freehanding. Eyeballing. Fold that in half. Yep, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna stitch, but I'll pause to do that. Okay, the stitching's done. I'm just going to tie off the threads. So this side I zigzagged. There we go. And oh, there it is. I want to press the stitching down so that these holes aren't as visible. Makes it look a little nicer. I want to add something to that. What have I got? I have what if I put a little fussy cut there? I have something for sure. Have these little bells. I don't like it. I'm not sure that the bells are my favorite. Maybe I'll add some sequins. Why not? I know, I'm a horrible human being. But I have to measure to find the center. That's about 3 3/4, so 1 1/2 and that can't be right. 1 3/4 and 1/8. That doesn't look right at all. Is my math broken? Okay, now it's 3 3/4. So 1 1/2 3 is 1 7/8, right? And then I'll do them. Let's do 1/2 inch apart. All right. Where's my gem tack stuff? There it is. Sounds like Doug's doing dishes up there or something. All right. So I'm going to put this up to dry. This is going to fray badly. So what I think I'll do is just put a little bit of art glitter glue on the edge, and that should dry clear and help it to stick together so it doesn't fray on that edge. Makes you wonder what he's doing up there. Okay, I'm going to position this so that this glue will dry and the glue there will dry. And imagine I can put that there. Oh, I better not. Yeah, I'll just let that do its thing. Sorry, didn't mean to bang that. All right. So we got 2 pages done, 16 to go. Some of them are going to be a little more involved than others, so we'll just work our way through it. But I think we can probably get it done in a week if we play our cards right. All right, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you thought this was an interesting project, and you'll come back again soon and work on the next thing. Take care. Bye-bye.